Sun breathing. This is the first breathing style from which all other breathing styles are derived. It was made by Yorichi but cannot be learned by the other demon slayers due to their lack of talent. Because of this, Yorichi adapted sun breathing into the 5 core breathing styles to fit each slayer's eccentricities. Despite the demon slayers being unable to learn the technique, it was taught to the Kamado family and passed down in the form of a traditional dance called Hinokami Kagura. Tanjiro learned this dance from his father and is the only living practitioner of the breathing style. This breathing style mimics the sun as users are visualized to be controlling solar flares. As the sun is the greatest threat to the demons, this breathing style represents that in its entirety. It is so powerful, it traumatized Muzan. The sun breathing style has 13 forms in total, 9 of which have been shown in the anime. Water breathing. This is the first breathing style shown in the anime and the most common breathing style amongst demon slayers because it is easy to learn. It is one of the 5 breathing styles derived directly from sun breathing. Characterized by its flexibility, flow, and fluidity, users visualize manipulating water as they use its techniques. The style was originally created by Yorichi and is currently used by Tanjiro and the water Hashira Gyu. Both of them were taught by Sakonji Urokodaki. The style has 10 forms with an 11th made and used by Gyu. Flame breathing. This is the breathing style used by the Rengoku family line and was initially taught to a member during the Sengoku period by Yorichi. To make up the first learner's inability to learn sun breathing, this style was made to focus on the initial user's strengths. Most attacks in this style start from a high stance, with most techniques being a single powerful strike. This breathing style, as well as the position of the flame Hashira, has been passed down through the Rengoku family line until it finally ended with Kyojuro Rengoku. It is a powerful and direct breathing style. It is also the breathing style from which Mitsuri Kanroji developed love breathing. It has 9 forms in total, but only 6 have been shown during Mugen Train. Thunder breathing. This is the 3rd breathing style directly adapted from sun breathing during the Sengoku period. This style uses blinding speed as quick strikes to mimic lightning ripping through the sky. Users channel strengths into their legs, drawing the full output from every muscle and blood vessel. This leads to them creating a sound akin to thunder with the force of their steps. The breathing style is famously used by Zenitsu and was taught to him by the former Thunder Hashira, Jigoro Kuwajima. It is also used by the demon and former student of Jigoro, Kaigaku. However, as a demon, Kaigaku has the ability to create real lightning, so we're not really sure what his techniques would look like, relying purely on the breathing style. Thunder breathing has 6 standard forms, the most popular being Thunderclap and Flash. This is the foundational technique of the style and consists of the user unsheathing their katana and dashing to the opponent, decapitating them faster than they can react. It is based on the real sword art of Laijutsu, the katana quick draw. Stone breathing. This style is used primarily by the stone Hashira, Gyome Himejima. It is one of the 5 core breathing styles invented during the lifetime of Yorichi, directly derived from sun breathing. This breathing style is rather unique for a number of reasons, the most notable of which is its weapon choice. Users of stone breathing do not use a conventional katana. Gyome, for instance, uses an axe connected to a flail, while the progenitor of breathing style used a large sickle. This could indicate that the techniques of this breathing style are not tied to any specific weapon and can be done with a variety of heavy weaponry. Stone breathing is also the only core breathing style that lacks any breathing styles that branched off from it. When it comes to combat, this breathing style is both highly offensive and defensive. The users use the earth beneath and around them to generate powerful attacks. It has a total of 5 known techniques. Wind breathing. This is the final breathing style that is directly derived from sun breathing. It is a purely offensive style with most of its techniques comprising of rotating strikes that create whirlwinds, increasing the user's striking range. In this sense, it is the only breathing style where the visual effects of the style are actually real. This breathing style is very similar to the real sword art of Jigen Ryu. a sword style that emphasizes the power and decisiveness of the first strike. This breathing style has 9 techniques, all shown within the course of the series. Before continuing our journey, I would like to ask you, if you like the video, to like and subscribe. As you can see, our channel is still small, and any help on your side will help us to keep producing content. Moon breathing. This is the other breathing style directly derived from sun breathing. However, unlike the others, it is not used by the Demon Slayer Corps. It is used by the upper-ranked demon Kokushibo, formerly known as Michikatsu Tsukiguni, the older twin brother of Yoriichi. Kokushibo developed this breathing style from sun breathing and adapted it to be based on the moon, particularly the crescent moon and the erratic nature of moonlight. Much like sun breathing, it is a highly versatile style that balances offense and defense and focuses on swift and powerful strikes. As the breathing style derived from the envy of his brother, it is only natural that it is based on the polar opposite of the sun, and, much like how the sun represents the power of the Demon Slayer Corps, the moon represents the domain of the demons. As such, Kokushibo uses his breathing style in conjunction with the power of demons, his blood demon art. This allows him to create erratic crescent moon-shaped blades while he attacks. Flower breathing. This is a breathing style derived from water breathing. Its exact creator is unknown, but it was used by Kanae Kocho, the former flower Hashira, and her adoptive young sister, Kanao Tsuyuri. This breathing style consists largely of graceful, agile attacks that mimic flowers and fruit blossoms. It also has the unique ability to enhance the user's vision at the possible cost of their eyesight. There are at least 7 techniques in this breathing style, 5 of which are demonstrated in the series. Insect breathing. This breathing style was created and used solely by Shinobu Kocho. She made it to work around her inability to decapitate demons due to her lack of physical strength. Leveraging her knowledge of medicine, Shinobu was able to create a poison made from wisteria that could kill demons if injected into their bodies. Using this poison, paired with her needle-like blade, she utilizes techniques that create multiple small cuts on demons, filling them with poison, thus mimicking the lethal stings of the insects the breathing style emulates. The breathing style has 4 forms, making it the breathing style with the least total forms in the series. It is also the only breathing style with 2 degrees of separation from sun breathing. Serpent breathing. This is breathing style derived from water breathing. It is used and likely created by the serpent Hashira Obanai Iguro. He uses this breathing style with a curved blade resembling a slithering snake, as well as with a snake that serves to augment the issues with his sight, as he is partially blind. Serpent breathing itself, as the name implies, mimics the slithering nature and quick strikes of serpents. It is a style that is meant to catch the opponents off guard through its meandering motion that allows for sudden, unexpected strikes. Users of this technique achieve this by twisting and bending their swords in a manner similar to a snake slithering. It has 5 known forms, all shown in the series. Love breathing. The breathing style was created by Mitsuri Kanroji and derived from flame breathing. It uses her incredible physical strength and flexibility in graceful gymnastics and acrobatic attacks. Due to the fact that the foundation of the technique is Mitsuri's insane muscular density, it can likely only be used by her. She uses the technique with a whip-like blade reminiscent of ribbons used in rhythmic gymnastics. This allows her to have powerful mid to long-range attacks. Despite the use of her unique blade, it was shown in certain spin-off mangas that the breathing style can also be used with a standard katana. The style has 6 forms, 5 of which were demonstrated in the series. Sound breathing. This is the breathing style developed and used by the sound Hashira Tengen Uzui. This breathing style utilizes his acute sense of hearing known as musical score, which allows him to use sound and rhythm to deconstruct and predict his opponent's actions. This ability is used alongside small yet powerful explosives strong enough to damage upper-ranked demons. Being the only known user of this technique, we have only seen it used with Tengen's signature weapon, 2 large cleavers connected to each other by a chain. The sword had such large explosive power that up until his encounter with the upper rank 6, no demon had survived a blow from the blades. Sound breathing is derived from thunder breathing, and while it has 5 techniques, only 3 were shown. Mist breathing. This breathing style was derived from wind breathing, Yet, the exact origins are unknown. It was created at some point before the current era of Demon Slayers, and due to there being a Demon Slayer with the same mark as the current Mist Hashira during a flashback. Users of this breathing style mimic the obscure nature of Mist. Its techniques aim to disorientate and confuse the opponent. The current Mist Hashira, Muichiro Tokito, wears baggy clothes that further conceal the movement of his limbs. We are unsure if this is necessary for the techniques, or just a personal choice. This breathing style initially had 6 forms, with a 7th being invented by Muichiro. Beast Breathing. This is the last breathing style. It was created and used solely by Inosuke. Despite being a derivative of wind breathing, Inosuke developed this breathing style completely on his own without first being exposed to wind breathing. It is based on the boar that raised him, as well as wolves and bears, which he was fond of. The style aims to mimic the ferocity of wild animals, as well as their acute senses, which Inosuke mimics through this powerful sense of touch. This breathing style consists of 11 techniques, with assaulting techniques being called fangs, and supplementary techniques being called forms.